back to board preparation series for class 10 on Mathify with Meenakshi. Today in this video we'll discuss topic wise important questions from chapter number 7, coordinate geometry. Before solving questions we must be very clear with the most important formulas of this chapter. So I have written 6 important formulas. Let's discuss all the formulas one by one. First, distance formula. This formula helps us to find the distance between 2 points on a coordinate plane. So if we have to find the distance between AB, so we can write AB is equal to square root of x2 minus x1 whole square plus y2 minus y1 whole square. Let's move to second formula, that is section formula. This formula helps us to find a point that divides a line joining points in a given ratio. So in this we know the coordinates of A and B and we know the ratio also, that's the value of M and N. We have to just find the coordinates of C. How we can find that? Mx2 plus nx1 by m plus n, comma my2 plus ny1 comma m plus n. How you can learn this formula? It's very easy. When you have to find x, you will only focus on x coordinates but with a cross multiplication, like mx2 plus nx1. In denominators is always the sum of ratios. Similarly, when you have to focus on y, you will see the y coordinates, that is m into y2 plus n into y1 upon m plus n. Now let's move to third formula. That is when we have to find ratio. Now in second case ratio was given to us, but when you have to find ratio and in this case coordinates of A, B and C are given to you, then you can use this formula. That is x by y, x comma y is equal to kx2 plus x1 by k plus 1 comma ky2 plus y1 by k plus 1. Let's move to fourth formula, that is midpoint formula. Midpoint formula is a special case of section formula where when you will put k as 1, you get 1 is to 1 and the ratio 1 is to 1 means that C is a midpoint of AB. Then how you can find the midpoint? Simply you have to add the coordinates of x divided by 2 and you have to add the coordinates of y divided by 2. Let's move to fifth formula, that is centroid. Now what is centroid? Centroid is a point where all medians meet. Now if the vertices of a triangle are given to you, then you can find the centroid by just using this formula, that is x1 plus x2 plus x3 by 3 comma y1 plus y2 plus y3 by 3. Move to last formula. Whenever it's given that 3 points are collinear, that means they lie on same line and you have to find the value of any variable. Suppose they didn't give you x3, here it's written k and you have to find the value of k, then you can use this concept here that slopes are equal. Slopes are equal. What is slope? Slope depicts vertical change over horizontal change. So that means you have to just take the difference of y divided by difference of x, like y2 minus y1 upon x2 minus x1. Similarly, you can say y3 minus y2 divided by x3 minus x2. You can use this formula for these type of questions. If you remember these formulas, coordinate geometry becomes the easiest chapter for you. Now, let's start with the most fundamental and frequently asked formula, the distance formula. Under this topic, I have written 8 questions for you. So let's see first question. In first question, you have to find the perimeter of the triangle whose vertices are given to you. So let's draw the triangle for you. In exam, there is no need. So A, that is 2, 0. B 0, 2 and C 0, 0. First you will find AB. What is AB? Difference of x coordinates, that is 2 minus 0 whole square, plus difference of y coordinates, that is 0 minus 2. You can write minus 2 whole square. Now what is 2 square? That's 4 and minus 2 square, that is also positive 4. 4 plus 4 is 8. Now you know what is 8, root 8. That you can write as 2 into 2 into 2. You can just take the prime factorization. One pair will come outside, so it becomes 2 root 2. Yes. Now we'll find BC. Again, we'll take the difference of x coordinates. It doesn't matter. You will find 0 minus 0 or 0 minus 0. in any order. So I'm writing 0 square plus here 0 minus 2 square, that is minus 2 square. It will give you 0 plus 4. And what is root 4? That is 2. Now we'll find AC. Again, you will write 0 minus 2 square, that is minus 2 square, plus 0 minus 0 square, that is 0 square. So again your answer is 4 plus 0, that is root 4. And answer is 2. But they are asking for perimeter, that means sum of all the sides. 2 plus 2 plus 2 root 2. And that is 2 plus 2 is 4. 4 plus 2 root 2 is the answer. 4 plus 2 root 2 units. Let's move to question number 2. In question number 2, it's given the point on x-axis. Just see this word carefully. The point on x-axis. And what's the general form if the point is on x-axis? That your y coordinate is 0. Nearest to point this. So we have to see whose distance is minimum from this point. But there is one more condition, that it should lies on x-axis. That means the y coordinate should be 0. So here, if you realize something, that all the options y coordinate is already 0. So now let's find the distance. First, 0, 0 with minus 4, minus 5. Now let's do that mentally. You can say minus 4 square, that is 16, plus minus 4, 5 square, that is 25. You can write root 41. Now second, again minus 4 minus minus 4, that means becomes 0. So you can write 0 square, that's 0 only, plus minus 5 minus 0, that means minus 5 square, you can write root 25. And what is root 25? You can also write 5. Now let's move to third option. Again, you will take the distance minus 4 minus 4 minus minus 5, and that will becomes plus. So minus 4 plus 5 is 1. 1 square is 1, plus minus 5 0 square, that is again 5 square 25. So here it's root 26. Now root 41 and minus 4. This if you will see carefully, we know that it's more because it will give you root 41 plus 4 square plus 5 square. So we know this one is more. We have to see the least one. So which one is the least one? You can see B option. Root 25 is least because one is root 26, one is root 41, another one, last one is root 41 plus 4 square plus 5 square. So least one is B option. Now let's move to third question. In third question, it is given AD is a median of triangle ABC. First, let's draw the triangle. Here it's given that your A is 5 minus 6. Your B is 6, 4. And your C is 0, 0. You have to find median AD. That means from a vertex A to the opposite side. Median, what is median? Median means that it divides the opposite side in two equal parts. That means your D is the midpoint. How we can find the midpoint? Just see the sum of x coordinates 6 plus 0 by 2, comma, sum of y coordinates 4 plus 0 by 2. What is 6 by 2? It's 3. What is 4 by 2? It's 2. So coordinates of D is 3, 2. Now we have to simply find the distance between 5 comma minus 6 and 3 comma 2. So let's find the distance AD. You can write 5 minus 3 whole square. I'm writing step for you this time. Plus minus 6 minus 2 square. This gives you what is 5 minus 3 square? That's 2 square, 4. Plus what is minus 6 minus 2? Minus 8. Minus 8 square is 64. Always remember this thing. Square of negative is positive only. Now what is 4 plus 64? It's root 68. So answer is root 68 units. Okay. Let's move to the next question. Question number 4. If the distance between the point 5b and 10 is 5 units, then you have to find the value of b. Again, we'll use the distance formula here. What is given? Distance between these two. That means 5 minus 1 square plus b minus 0 square is equal to 5. Let's solve this. 5 minus 1 square, that is 4 square, 16. plus b square is equal to 5. Now, whenever we have to find the value of variable that's under square root, that means you have to take square both the sides. So let's take square both the sides. It becomes 16 plus b square is equal to 25. Whenever you will take square both the side, this sign you can remove because square and square root get cancel out. So 16 plus b square is 25. Now what is your b square? You can simply move 16 to that side. 25 minus 16. That means b square is 9. That means b is your square root of 9, and square root of 9 can be plus and minus 3. So your answer is plus and minus 3. Just see carefully here, b is coordinate. Coordinate can be negative. If it's a distance, distance can't be negative, but b is coordinate. So that can be negative. So you will write both the answer plus minus 3. Let's move to fifth question. Now let's move to fifth question. In fifth question, it's written m is a point on y-axis. Now what's the general form if a point lies on y-axis? That is x is 0 and y can be anything at a distance of 4 units from x-axis. That means value of y is 4. But here it's written lies below the x-axis. That means your value of m is 0 minus 4 because it's written below x-axis. Because of below, you will put a minus sign in front of 4. Now you have to find the distance of this m from 5, 1. We can do that again using the distance formula. You can write am is equal to 0 minus 5, that is minus 5 square, plus minus 4 minus 1, that becomes again minus 5 square. That is root 25 plus root 25. You can write root 50, or you can write, if you will take the prime factorization, it becomes 2 into 5 into 5. You can also write 5 root 2 units. 5 root 2 units. Don't forget to write unit whenever you find the distance. Let's move to question number 6. In question number 6, it's given find the angle subtended at the origin. Subtended at the origin. This angle you have to find this if this is origin, and here the line segment is 0, 10 and 10, 0. So you have to find this angle. I'm writing this as theta. So we have to find theta. What we'll do? First, we'll find the distance AB, AC and BC. So let's find AB first. What is my AB? Again using distance formula, that is 0 minus 0, 0 square, plus 0 minus 10, that is minus 10 square. You can simply write this as 100, and 100 is 10. 10 units. It's AB. Now we'll find BC. What is my BC? My BC is again 0 minus 10, that is you can say minus 10 square, plus 0 minus 0 square, that's 0 square. Again it will give you root 100, or you can say 10. Let's move to AC. Now what is AC? AC is again 0 minus 10 square. You can say minus 10 square, plus 10 minus 0 square. You can say 10 square. This time it's 100 plus 100. You can say 200. Root 200. What is root 200? This zeros, it will come outside, become 10. 10 root 2. Now, how we can find the angle? Did you observe something here? Yes. If you will take the square of these sides, what it will give you? AB square, that is 10 square, 100. BC square, again 10 square, 100. And AC square, that is 200. If you will add these two, you will get this. That means it satisfies Pythagoras theorem, and that means your theta is 90 degree. Now let's move to question number 7. In question number 7, it's given the x coordinate of a point P is twice of y coordinate. Yes, x coordinate is twice of y coordinate. If P is equidistant from A and B, find the coordinates of P. Just see the word here carefully, equidistant. It doesn't mean midpoint. You have to use distance formula whenever the word is equidistant. Just mark a point P here, and I'm writing one side A and one side B. Here it's given that these two are distance are equal. So 2 minus 5 and here minus 3, 6. And the coordinates of P are, as you can see, x is 2y. Here y is y only. Okay, so we are using 2y comma y. Now let's use the distance formula. You know, according to the question, that your AP is equal to BP. This is B. So, so use the distance formula. What is my AP? That means 2y minus 2 whole square plus y minus minus 5, that becomes plus y plus 5 whole square, is equal to, just do this side now, 2y minus minus 3, that becomes 2y plus 3 whole square plus y minus 6 square. Whenever the question is of equidistant and you have square root both the sides, just take square both the sides. Then you are rid with this square root. Simply take the square now. 2y square, that is 4y square, plus 2 square, that is 4, minus 2ab, that is minus 2 into 2y into 2. It becomes 8y plus again a plus b whole square, a square plus b square, that is 5 square 25, plus 2ab, that is 10y, is equal to, I'm writing is equal to here 2y square, that is 4y square, plus 3 square is 9, plus 2 into 2y into 3, that is 12y, plus y square, plus 6 square is 36, minus 2 into y into 6, minus 12y. I think it's clear till here. Now, if we have something same, we can cut that, like 4y square, and y square, y square. I think that's it. Now let's solve. What we are left with? We are left with 4 plus 25. What is 4 plus 25? 29 minus 8y plus 10y, 2y, is equal to, here 12y minus 12y, it becomes 0, and 9 plus 36, that is 45. Now we'll transpose 29 to that side, it becomes negative 45 minus 29. Yes, so your 2y is 16, that means your y is 16 by 2, you can say 8. Now you have to find the value of coordinates of P. So coordinates of P are, x was 2y, that means 16, and y, that's 8. So coordinates of P are 16, 8. Let's move to next question, that is question number 8. In question number 8, it is given the center of a circle. I will draw figure here for you. Center of a circle is 3p plus 1, comma 2p minus 1. This is center. Now, what else is given? If the circle passes through the point, just take point on circumference minus 1 minus 3, because it passes through the point, and the length of the diameter is 20. Now the length of diameter is given. What about this distance? It's half of diameter because it's radius, so just use the distance formula. You can write half of distance, that is 10, is equal to distance between these 2 points, this one and this one, as gives you half of distance, that is radius. So let's use this formula, 3p plus 1 minus minus 1, that becomes plus 1. Okay, plus 1 whole square plus, now difference of y coordinates, 2p minus 1 minus minus 3, that again becomes plus 3. As I told you that whenever we have a variable under square root, take the square both the sides. So you will write 100 is equal to, now here you are now free with this square root. Okay, just remove this, 3p plus 2 whole square, I'm just writing one more step for you, plus 2p plus 2 square. You can do that mentally too, just to save your time. Now 3p square, that's 9p square, 2 square is 4, plus 2 into 3 into 2, that is 12p, plus 2p square, again 4p square, 2 square is 4, then 2 into 2p into 2, that is 8p. I think it's still here, it's clear. Now just solve this, 9p square plus 4p square, it gives you 13p square, 12p plus 8p, that is 20p, And here 4 plus 4 is 8. When you will move to that side, it becomes equal to 92. Or you can say minus 92 equal to 0 if you want to write in quadratic. Now you have a quadratic equation. You can simply solve this using quadratic formula that you already know, but still I will do that for you. So you have to find the value of p. You can write p is equal to minus b, that is minus 20, plus minus b square, that is 20 square, 400, minus 4ac, that means 4 into 13, minus 4 into 13 into minus 92. Yes, by 2a. 2a, that is 26. Now you can find the square root of this, and that will give you 72 by 26. Now you have two options. One time you can write positive and one time you can write negative. That is minus 20 plus 72 by 26, or minus 20 minus 72 by 26. So here you will get 52 by 26, that is positive 2, and here you will get minus 92 by 26. That is, you can cut with the table of 2, minus 46 by 13. So here you have two answer for value of p. So that is 2 and minus 46 by 13. And again, as you know that it's a p is one of the coordinate, so that can be positive as well as negative. After distance, the next key concept is dividing a line using section formula. Under this topic, I have written 6 questions for you. First, it's given a whose coordinates are 1 minus 1 and b whose coordinates are 3 6. You have to find the ratio in which this line 3x plus y minus 6 equal to 0 divides AB. So here ratio is not given to us, so we are taking that case to 1, and this point is x comma y, and this xy will satisfy this equation 3x plus y minus 6 equal to 0. So let's find the value of xy first. Now we know that value of xy is equal to, just do the cross multiplication here, k into 3 plus 1 into 1. First we'll multiply the x coordinates, that is 3k plus 1 by k plus 1, comma, now we'll multiply y coordinates, that means k into 6, that is 6k. Now 1 into minus 1. Now what is 1 into minus 1? That's minus 1. Denominator you will write sum of ratios, that is k plus 1. So this is your x, this is your y. You will put these values in the equation as it will satisfy the equation. So 3 into 3k plus 1 by k plus 1 plus 6k minus 1 by k plus 1 minus 6 is equal to 0. Now you will take the LCM here. In the numerator you will write 3 into 3k, that is 9k, plus 3 into 1, that is 3. Here 6k minus 1. Now you will multiply this minus 6 with k plus 1, you will get minus 6k minus 6 equal to 0. Now when you will move this to that side, 0 into k plus 1, it becomes 0. So you have to just solve the numerator now. So your numerator is 6k, 6k you can cancel. So you're just left with 9k. And what about numbers? Just see carefully. Plus 3 minus 1, that is 3 minus 1, 2. 2 minus 6, that means minus 4 equal to 0. When you will move to that side, 4 to that side, it's 9k by 4. And here k is 4 by 9. So now what is your ratio? Ratio is always k is to 1. K is to 1. That means 4 by 9 is to 1. Or you can write 4 is to 9. So your answer is 4 is to 9. B option. Now we'll move to second question. In second question it's written find the ratio. Again the question is find the ratio. So again you will use the formula k is to 1. Here it's given in which the y-axis. So now the points are 5 minus 6 and here minus 1 4. So now they are saying y-axis divides this. Now you know the general form of the point that lies on y-axis? Yes. When a point lies on y-axis, it's x is 0. You can write 0 comma y. Again the ratio is not given, you will take k is to 1. So first we'll solve this 0 1. 0 comma y, or will write both. 0 comma y is equal to, just do cross multiplication, minus k plus 5 by k plus 1, comma 4k minus 6 by k plus 1. Now just equate 0 with this. So let's write 0 is equal to minus k plus 5 by k plus 1. When you will move k plus 1 to that side, it becomes 0. So you can write minus k plus 5 is 0. So k is 5. K is 5. So value of k is 5. So from here we can say my ratio is k is to 1. That is 5 is to 1. But the question is not till here. You have to also find the point of intersection. That means you have to find the value of 0 comma y. So that means we have to find the value of y also. Equate now these two. Y is equal to 4k minus 6 by k plus 1. Yes. Now what is your k? You know the value of k now. It's 5. 4 into 5 minus 6, 5 plus 1. 20 minus 6 upon 6, that is 14 by 6, or you can say 7 by 3. So point of intersection is 0, 7 by 3. Okay, so here we have first found the ratio and then value of the point of intersection. Let's move to third question. In third question, it's given a point G divides the line segment in the ratio 3:7. This time ratio is given. So let's draw that. There is one point that divides in the ratio 3:7. So I'm taking 3 and here 7. And that starts at origin. So this is 0, 0. And this point it's given 20, 40. So this time you will use which formula to find G? You will use m is to n1. So let's write what is your x now? X comma y. Just do cross multiplication. 3 into 20, that is 60, plus 7 into 0, that is 0, divided by sum of ratio, that is 3 plus 7, you can write 10, comma. Now for y, you will again do cross multiplication. 3 into 40, that is 120, plus 7 into 0, that is 0, divided by sum of ratio, again 10. So your answer is 60 divided by 10 plus 120 divided by 10, and that will give you 6, 12. So answer of third is 6, 12. Let's move to fourth question. Here it's given, you can say ratio is given to you. So you will use the formula of m is to n. The points A and B are 3a plus 1, comma minus 3, and B is 80, comma 5. Now P divides the ratio, this AB in 3 is to 1. So you can say here 3 and here 1. And that is your P, that is given 9a minus 2 by minus b. This we have to find. Okay, let's start that. What we'll do, again we'll use this formula that your x comma y is equal to cross multiplication, m into 8, 3 into 8a, that is 24a, plus 1 into 3a plus 1, that is 3a plus 1, by sum of ratios, that is 4, comma. Now we'll do cross multiplication for y. 3 into 5, 15, plus 1 into minus 3, that is minus 3. So you can simply write plus minus 3 is minus 3. So directly write minus 3. Minus 3, again sum of 3 and 1, that is 4. So what is your answer? You can just compare that your 9a minus 2 is equal to 27a plus 1 by 4. And that side you can write your minus b is 15 minus 3, that is 12 by 4. You can say minus b is 3. So your b is minus 3. We have to solve now for a. Here, what you will do, you will just move 4 to that side. It becomes 36a minus 8 is equal to 27a plus 1. Just move 27a to that side. 36a minus 27a, that is 9a. And when you will move minus 8 to that side, it becomes plus. So you will get plus 8 plus 1. That is 9. So your a is 1. So final answer is A is 1 and B is minus 3. Final answer I'm writing here, A is 1 and B is minus 3. Easy. Let's move to question number 5. In question number 5, it's given that you have a line where A is 2, 5 and B is 5, 5. And there is a point P such that AP is 4 by 7 of AP. Please see here carefully. What it means? It means that AP have 4 parts out of 7. So that means your P lies somewhere here, 4 parts out of 7. So remaining one are 3. So ratio indirectly is given 4 is to 3. You have to find xy. So let's find xy using the formula, section formula. Do cross multiplication. 4 into 5 plus 3 into 2. That is 4 into 5 is 20 plus 3 into 2 is 6. In denominator sum 4 plus 3 is 7. Again 4 into 5 20 plus 3 into 5 15. Denominator sum. So your points are, you can say xy is 26 by 7 comma 35 by 7. You can solve 35 by 7 further, so you can write 26 by 7 comma 5 is your final answer. Let's move to sixth question. In sixth question, it's given the line segment joining the points is trisected. See the word carefully, trisected. That means divided in 3 equal parts. I'm drawing the figure here. A 2 1, B 5 minus 8. Okay, it's trisected. That means it's divided in 3 equal parts. All 3 parts are equal by P and Q, such that P is nearer to A. So P will come first and then Q will come. Here ratio is 1 is to 1 is to 1. That means trisected. Now it's given if P also lies on the line, that P lies on the line, and the equation of line is 2x minus y plus k equal to 0. Now you know that if P lies on this line, so you can take this point as xy, and this xy will satisfy this equation 2x minus y plus k equal to 0. Because we have to focus on P here, because line is given for P, so you will find the ratio for P only. You will ignore Q for a minute. So you will take here it's 1 part and here is 2 part. All over it's 2 part. That means your ratio is 1 is to 2. Okay, how we'll do that? Again, we'll find xy. We'll take ratio as 1 is to 2. Do cross multiplication. 1 into 5 is 5 plus 2 into 2 4 and sum of 1 plus 2 that is 3. Again cross multiplication. 1 into minus 8 that is minus 8 plus 2 into 1 2. Again sum that is 3. So value of x by y is 9 by 3 minus 6 by 3. You can say 3 minus 2. Now just put this value here in this equation. 2 x is 3 minus y plus k equal to 0. That is 6 plus 2 plus k equal to 0. That means 8 plus k equal to 0, and your k is minus 8. So we are done with section formula 2. Let's move to next topic. Next, we learn how to locate the center between 2 points using midpoint formula. You can say one of the easiest topic of this chapter. First, a line intersect y-axis and x-axis at point P and Q. So what is the general form for P? It intersected y-axis, that means 0, y. And for Q, it's intersected x-axis, that means x, comma 0. Okay, if 2 minus 5 is the midpoint of this. Let's write P is this, Q is this. And it's given midpoint. Midpoint is 2 minus 5. So you have to find the coordinates of P and Q. Now you know the formula of midpoint. 2 is equal to sum of x coordinates, that is 0 plus x by 2. And similarly for y is equal to sum of y coordinates divided by 2. So from here you will get, just do the cross multiplication. 2 into 2 is 4. 0 plus x. You can say x is 4. And for y, just do cross multiplication. Minus 10 is equal to y plus 0. That means y is minus 10. So what are the coordinates you can write for P and Q? P becomes 0 comma minus 10 because it's 0 y, and q becomes x comma 0, that is 4 comma 0. So that's your final answer. Let's move to question 2. In question 2, it's given 3 vertices of a parallelogram are given to you. Let's draw the figure. You can take 1 4 A. B. Order should be cyclic. You can't lift your pen. It's minus 2 3. C 5 8. And D you will write x y as we don't know. Now you know whenever the parallelogram comes that its diagonal bisect each other. Using this property you can always say that the midpoint of both the diagonals is same. Midpoint of AC and midpoint of BD is same. So again we'll use the midpoint formula here. What is the midpoint of AC? Let's mark these coordinates as A comma B. So you will use this thing that midpoint of AC is equal to midpoint of BD. Use this concept, midpoint of BD. Now what was midpoint of AC? That's 1 plus 5. You can say 1 plus 5 by 2, comma 4 plus 8 by 2. And here it's equal to x plus minus 2. That is, you can write x minus 2 by 2. And here y plus 3 by 2. Now just equate them. X with x. So you will get, you can simply cut 2 and 2. Yes, in denominator first of all you can cut. You are left with x minus 2 is equal to 6. That means your x is 8. What about y? Now compare this y and y. You will get 4 plus 8, that is 12 by 2 is equal to y plus 3 by 2. Again you can cut 2 and 2. You will get y plus 3 is equal to 12. That means your y is 12 minus 3, that is 9. So final answer is x 8 y 9. That means the coordinates of D 8 and 9, but they are just asking ordinate. That means your answer is 9. Let's move to question number 3. In question number 3, find the vertices of the triangle if the midpoints are given. This question is important. See here carefully. Midpoints are given. So you can write it's 1, 2. Here, this one is 0, minus 1. And this one is 2, minus 1. Just learn this concept. You can solve this type of question then. First thing is you have to take the vertices of the triangle. I'm saying x1, y1, x2, y2, and x3, y3. Okay, now we know the midpoint. Using that midpoint formula, what I can write that this 1 comma 2 is the midpoint. So I can write x1 plus x2 by 2 is 1, and y1 plus y2 by 2 is 2. How you will solve that now? Just see, just do cross multiplication. So first equation is x1 plus x2 is equal to 2, and second y1 plus y2 is equal to 4. Similarly, you will find equation for other sides. Like for now, I will find equation for this. I will write directly now. x2 plus x3 is double of x coordinate, that's 0. And for y2 plus y3 is double of minus 1, that is minus 2. Now I will write for this again. x1 plus x3 is double of x coordinate, that's 4. y1 plus y3 is double of y coordinate, that's minus 2. Now if you will add this, first I will do for x 1, 2 and 3. If you will add 1, 2 and 3, what you will get? Adding 1, 2 and 3, double of x1 plus x2 plus x3 is equal to, just add this, 2 plus 0 plus 4, that's 6. Now if you will divide, you will get x1 plus x2 plus x3 is 3. Now we know the sum of 3, and here we know the sum of 2. If x1 plus x2 is 2, see here, if x1 plus x2 is 2 and you are saying that sum of all 3 is 3, then what you can say about x3? If you were saying that x1 plus x2 is 2, what you can say about x3? That your x3 is 1. So you can say my x3 is 1. Similarly, now x2 plus x3 is 0. If this is 0, but your sum is 3, that means your x1 is 3. Now we are left with this x1 plus x3 is 4. That means your x2 is -1. Similarly, you can find the coordinates for y. Like y1 plus y2 plus y3 is twice of y1 plus y2 plus y3 is 0. That means your y1 plus y2 plus y3 is 0. Now I'm writing the final answer directly. Your y1, y2 and y3. So from here you will get your y1 as 2. Similarly, your y2 as 2 and y3 as -4. Now, what are the vertices? You can write first 3, comma 2, that is x1, y1. Second, x2, y2, that is -1, 2. And third, x3, y3, that is 1 and -4. So these are the vertices A, B, and C. You can write A, B, and C. So I think now you know how we can find the vertices of a triangle when we know the midpoints. Now let's move to questions that require a little more thinking. That's a hot section. Under this topic, I have written 3 questions for you. First, find the relation between x and y when the points are collinear. So I told you in the beginning, when the points are collinear, that means you can use one concept that their slopes are equal. So we'll use that. Now, what is the meaning of slopes? As I told you, vertical change over horizontal change. First, you will take the difference of y coordinates. That means x minus y by a difference of x coordinates. -4 minus x is equal to, again, difference of y coordinates, 3 minus 6 divided by -2 minus 4. That means -2 plus 4. Now, let's write that 6 minus y is equal to -4 minus 6 x is equal to -3 by 2. Now let's do cross multiplication. You will get 12 minus 2y is equal to 12 plus 3x. You can cut 12 and 12. You're left with -2y is equal to 3x, or you can write 3x plus 2y is equal to 0. So this is the relation between x and y when these points are collinear. Let's move to question number 2. In question number 2, it's given that the centroid of a triangle have vertices 1a, 2 comma b and 2 comma -3. Centroid. Now, what's the formula of centroid? Sum of x, that is 1 plus 2 plus 2 divided by 3, comma sum of y, a plus b plus -3 divided by 3. It's given that it lies on x-axis. Now, what's the general form of a point that lies on x-axis? That means x comma 0. So, if you will equate this, you will get that your this value is equal to 0, because here you have to just find the value of a and b, so no need to find the value of x. So we'll write that a plus b minus 3 by 3 is equal to 0. Now you will transpose that 3 to that side, it becomes 0, so you're left with a plus b minus 3 is equal to 0. So what is the value of a plus b? That's 3. That's the answer. So question is very easy. It's just that the concept is not in NCRT. That's why I've written HOTS for you. Let's move to question number 3, the last question. It's written, find the centroid lies on y-axis. Now, that means your x is 0 this time. Now, find the condition of x coordinates of the vertices. We know what is centroid. It's x1 plus x2 plus x3 by 3, comma y1 plus y2 plus y3 by 3. Because it's given that you have to just find the condition of x coordinates, so we'll equate only x1. So we'll get x1 plus x2 plus x3 by 3 is equal to 0. When you will transpose 3 to that side, you will get x1 plus x2 plus x3 is equal to 0. So that's your final answer. That's the condition on x coordinates, that their sum is 0. These are the most asked and most important questions from this chapter. So if you will do these questions, you can score good marks. If you find this video helpful, don't forget to like, share and subscribe to my channel Mathify with Meenakshi. Thank you everyone.